Today we are going to go over Qurios crafting in Masa and Arise, how to work it, what it does, and the uses you can gain out of it. Before we get started, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and let's get into it. So Qurios crafting is the method of enhancing your gear. That's mainly what it's for. So we're basically just going to go over what you need to do for Qurios crafting, weapons and armor. Weapons are pretty much self-explanatory. Pretty much. Let me find one that I don't have unlocked. Okay, so these slots you see right here underneath the weapon, those are your available slots to add attack, affinity, elemental, or sharpness boost. Depending on what you prefer, this is what you would do. You go in, say, hey, I want my weapon to have more attack. I like high attack on my weapons. So you go to attack boost. You see you have 2 slots available. So in order to get those 2 attack points, you have to unlock them. So to unlock them, you have to use afflicted materials that you gain through hunting afflicted monsters. So you will look through all your items. You say, okay, afflicted materials, we need 20 points of afflicted materials. So, easiest thing to do is find a 20, value 20. They'll show you all the values listed in yellow. You find a 20, you fill the meter up, hit confirm. It's going to cost a little zenny, and now you have 2 slots of attack boost available. And once it's unlocked, you can equip it. As you can see, your attack went up from 310 to 305. And to show all the values underneath the slots available, it'll show you the value of your attacks, your sharpness increase, your affinity increase, and your element increase. And you also have the option to upgrade your rampage slot as well. That'll cost a couple slots, but you have that option as well. So to gain more slots, you have to add an anomaly slot, which also costs materials. Everything's materials, and they'll tell you what materials you need to unlock this particular slot. So as you can see, we need afflicted dragon blood, 2 of those, and 2 afflicted shells. So we have those available, and also on top of that, we'll need points for afflicted materials. So we have a value 30 piece available. So we'll just put that in, hit confirm, and now we have an extra slot for our weapon. So they'll show you the levels that you can gain and all the materials you'll need in order to unlock the remaining slots. And also, once you get further into level 5 and 6, you get bonuses to unlocking these last 2 slots, completely separate from the bonuses you add an attack, affinity, element, what have you. You have increased bonuses. So the whole goal is to unlock all the slots and be able to fill up all the slots with whatever you want, and also get the bonuses for unlocking those slots. So that's the whole key idea behind Qurios crafting for weapons. Now, Weapons and armor, totally different. Weapons, pretty self-explanatory. Get the materials, unlock your slots, so you have more room to add more attack boosts, affinity boosts, etc. Pretty self-explanatory. So it'll be a lot of grinding there to, you know, get all the slots you want and, you know, augment your weapon with whatever you want. So the armor side of Qurios crafting is you have, I believe you have 2 options available, and then once you hit a certain point you'll unlock the third. So yeah, I guess we'll just choose a random piece. So I have no augments on this particular piece, so you have 3 options: augment, stability, and skills plus. So augment is completely random. You're basically betting on getting something that you need. You might have to sacrifice a little, you might have to sacrifice a lot, you might have to sacrifice anything at all. So augment basically, it basically gives you skills. These are all skills. So any skills you may have in your set that may be like 1 point away, or you feel you would like more points in a particular skill that you have in your build already, this is what armor Qurios crafting is for. It's basically to fill in the remaining skills that you have in your base build already, or adding particular skills that you may want into your build. So you may have everything laid out already in your build, but the 5 pieces don't have any augments. So you're like, okay, maybe I could add powder mantle to my build. I have everything else that I need. I would like to add additional skills that I'd like into my set. So see, augment, completely random. You're not going to know what you're going to get in particular, but it'll be an assortment of skills, and you basically just keep rolling until you find what you want. It varies between, you know, generic skills versus rare skills. Rare skills, you'll see a shimmer on the rare skills, and they pop up, you know, rarely once you do your rolls. So attack boost, crit eye, critical boost, agitator, all the popular skills are usually rare skills. Usually something that, you know, boosts your damage significantly. Those are usually the rarer skills, or something that, you know, completely changes the way a weapon functions. Those are usually the rare skills, and you'll see a shimmer when it pops up. So stability, as you can see in the description, you'll get no negative effects. So no minuses, no minus to your defense, no minus to your skills, no minus to your element resistance. It's all for defense. So you'll more likely get a defense buff for stability. So if you don't need any skills and you just want more defense, more resistance, more survivability, that's for stability, and it'll get no negative effects. Everything will be plus. Some of the pluses will be rare, like you might get a +4 and that'll show a rare, or get +20 for defense, maybe even plus 25, plus 30 to your defense for more survivability. If that's what you prefer, you like to be more tanky, that's what stability is for. Now, Skills Plus. Skills Plus is basically like a trade. You're going to trade something to get, you're going to trade something good in order to get something good back, primarily. Sometimes you'll get lucky and you might sacrifice a skill you don't need. Like, say you're a melee player and one of your armor pieces has bow skill or a bowgun skill that you don't need. You may only have to sacrifice that to get something back in return, something good back in return, and you can live with that. Yeah, so we'll test out the roles and just basically, let you see what you may get when you do Augment, Stability, and Skills Plus. So now the roles require Essence, which you'll always get from Afflicted Hunts. Everything with Qurios crafting deals with Afflicted Hunts only. So if you want to do Qurios crafting, you have to be willing to get in some Afflicted monster hunts. And the better the monster, the better the essence, the higher materials you'll receive, etc., etc. So we got 128 essence valued at 80. The amount required is 80. So technically we have 128 rolls to go through. So we'll try out probably three apiece. Let's just see what we get. So you can see we rolled Divine Blessing +1. So if you're a fan of Divine Blessing, you have that a part of your skill now. It's part of your armor set now. As you can see, you can R3, and you can see now you have Furious, Crit Eye 2, and Divine Blessing 1. And you also gain +8 defense, but you lost -1 dragon resistance. So if you were looking for Divine Blessing to, max it out in your set, in your build, then you made out pretty good right here. So that's basically how it works. It's like a lottery, basically. You're just rolling. So if you like it, you hit confirm, apply the results. Now you're not locked into it. So you see, say, hey, would you like to continue augmenting your armor? You say yes. Say, hey, I like the roll was decent, but it wasn't great. So let me try something else, see what I get. So as you can see, the shimmer +11 defense, pretty rare. So in this roll, we got +11 defense, a rare roll, but we lost -3 fire resistance, but we gain +2 dragon resistance. So a lottery in a sense, basically. So let's try one more roll and augment. So we added that. One more roll. Now Spirit Burst Crawl +1. We also gain +4 defense and +2 water resistance, and we didn't lose anything. So came out okay with that. It wasn't too bad. So we want Spirit Bird Call, we'll just hit confirm, say, hey, cool, Spirit Bird's Call. So if you want to go to a different augment option, you'll just hit no, you just back out of it. Go to the same piece, go to stability, and same deal. All the well, at least stability and the normal augment option costs 80 essence, but skills plus will cost double. So, you know, just be mindful of that, and you'll see when we get there. But we're gonna test out stability augmentation, see what we get. As you can see, no negative effects, but we gained a slot. You can also gain slots when you augment your weapon. So, well, your armor, I'm sorry. When you augment your armor, you can gain slots. You can gain slots. You can also upgrade slots that's already in the set. So, if that's something you're looking for, you'll say, hey, you know, I like all the skills I've had. I prefer to try to gain another slot because I want to add something in there. You can do that as well through augmentation. So say, hey, that's a pretty good roll. I like that slot. I could add Intrepid Heart, wink wink, into my set. So we'll roll 2 more times. As you can see, stability. It's all about defense. It's about defense and resistance mostly with stability. So no negative effects, +7 defense, +2 in thunder resistance and ice resistance. So I don't like that. So I'll try one more roll, and we got +11 defense back again, but we didn't gain anything else. So stability is more about defense. You won't gain any skills, but you can gain slots into your armor. So that's all the stability option is for mostly. So we're done with stability. We'll just back out of that, go back in, skills plus. Now this is more of an exchange kind of deal where we're going to give up something in exchange for something back. Usually something good. It can be multiple skills. It can be a strong skill. Still a lottery, but you're basically like, okay, I'm willing to give up something in exchange for what I feel is better. So as you can see, the cost has doubled. Now it's 160. So we'll have to spend 2 essence in order to get a roll in skills plus. So same cost, same Zenny cost. As you can see now, we had to give up crit eye, 1 level in crit eye, 7 water resistance, and 2 thunder resistance to get spread up and wall runner. But we gain +3 defense as well. So it's a gamble, but it's a gamble that can pay off at some point. So you're basically just, you know, trying to roll the dice and say, hey, I'm gonna get what I'm looking for this 1 level of crit eye, because I've already, you know, settled in my mind that I'm fine with giving up 1 level of crit eye. So that's basically skills plus. So we don't like that result, so we'll just say no. We're gonna keep the previous results we already had on our armor and continue augmenting. So I'm gonna try another roll. As you can see, got coalescence. It's a rare skill. We also got +4 to water resistance. We did lose -7 thunder resistance, but we also gained poison resistance. So if we were looking for coalescence, to max that out in our build, we can say, hey, I can live with these results, and we can confirm, and now we have this in our set. I say, hey, you know what? I think I could do better. So go back in. We fill the cost, the Amber Essence cost, and we try another roll. So now we have status trigger. Still had to give up crit eye, and we have Master Mounter, +5 defense, but we lost water resistance as well. So if we need a status trigger for the set, we say, hey, that's what I needed. So, you know, I'm good to go. So it can get repetitive, so try to keep an eye out on the results, because, you know, if you're getting like a lot of bad results, you could end up skipping over what you were looking for and basically rage quitting from just augmentation. So you might have a lot of bad rolls, but you'll get some good ones as well. So just be mindful of, you know, what you're doing in that sense, because, you know, it can happen. So my recommendations personally, my recommendations is to use the regular augment, especially if you're just looking for one particular skill. This is probably the best option, to where you'll give up much less and you'll get what you want. So I had to roll for build up boost. I want a build up boost in a set that I was trying to make, and build up boost is surprisingly a rare skill. It shimmers, so it would take a lot of rolls for me to get something like build up boost. So when I got it, I only gave up like 7 defense, and I got +1 to element resistance just from the random roll. It might take a lot, but, you know, you'll use less resources, and you'll, you know, lose less in what you have to give up for a particular skill, especially with just one skill. Skills Plus usually gives multiple skills, but it's no guarantee that they'll have, you know, synergy. Like, you know, with just the random one, I rolled offensive guard and guard up in the same roll, and I only gave up probably just -3 element resistance somewhere, but those have great synergy, guard up and offensive guard. So you're like, wow, this is an amazing roll, and it was random. So, you know, my recommendation personally is to use augment, especially if you only need one skill. If you feel you need multiple skills, Skills Plus probably will be your best option. And if you don't need any skills, if you just want defense, you want to be tanky, you want to take less damage from hits, stability is your go-to. So that's basically the breakdown of Qurios crafting. It's all afflicted monster parts and essence. Everything you'll get is from anomaly monsters, anomaly quests, and investigations. More so the investigations. I believe you don't get essence from the quest. So anomaly investigations is your go-to. The essence range depending on the quest level. So if you do you know, probably 1 to 3 star quests, you'll probably get like the lower tier essence. If you do the mid tier, like 4 through 5, you'll most likely get the mid tier essence. And depending on the level, you might get a top tier. And like 6 through 7, you're definitely going to get top tier essence, basically the royal essence, to where you have to give up just 1 or 2. And if you do higher levels, you'll get a ton more essence, so you'll get more rolls for yourself. So my recommendation is, you can do a mix of low and high tier afflicted monster hunts, but obviously the harder the monster, the better the essence. But you'll need materials from every particular monster, and the quests in afflicted, quests, they break down what you'll get. If you see right here, a 2-star level 220, you'll get Amber Essence Plus primarily, and it drops afflicted pure blood. So you're augmenting your weapon. You're like, okay, I need pure blood to get this slot open. So you'd be like, okay, let me go hunt a daimyo hermitar. And you can adjust the levels and see, it's like, well, I don't want to fight a 220. Can I fight it? What's the minimum requirement for me to get pure blood? And you'll see, okay, I can go down pretty far. I can just fight it at level 101 and I can get pure blood. So, level below that, you'll get dragon blood. So if you need dragon blood, you just drop the level to where you can get dragon blood. But the monsters do have a limit to the minimal, and that's where you'll probably have to hunt lower monsters. Like you can hunt this monster at level 41 and gain other monsters, other investigations equivalent to this level. Like you collect the Qurios, the red gathering points, breaking monster parts, etc. You can gain anomaly investigations equivalent to this level, hunting the monster at this level if you need particular parts. So, those are the different methods to, farming for parts, finding out what you need, how Qurios crafting works for weapons and armor. So, yeah, it's pretty much just a nice bit of grinding to do to basically get your weapon to max and making your hunts that much easier. But I hope this video has explained Qurios crafting, the various methods, how you use Qurios craft, what you do in hunt, what you do in afflicted hunts, where if you need a particular item, particular part, you can drop the level down or raise it up to where you need it, to where you can get that specific part. And it works for all monsters. And gaining essence is for armor, monster parts are for weapons, if you want to just keep it simplistic. But that's it from me in this video. I hope you found it useful. I hope it helps you out in the future. Stay tuned for my future videos. I'm always brainstorming ideas on what to bring to you guys, so be on the lookout. But as always, thank you for watching. Do the proper thing. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.